In this section I'm going to show you how to remove programs that you do not use or never will use, as they are just sitting there on your drive using up valuable resources. First off, by removing an unused program frees up space on your drive. It won't free up much space, maybe a few megabytes, but it's always a good idea to free up space whenever you can, because it makes your drive more efficient. The real benefits of removing software programs that you do not use is it removes the need for updates for that program, frees up processor power and memory that would otherwise be used on checking updates for that program, and on top of that, uninstalling a program that's never used on your computer will free up valuable resources like Microsoft services that the program needs in order to function in Windows. You have freed up services which can now be dedicated to programs that you do use on a regular basis, which makes your computer and the programs you use more efficient. And less time is wasted providing services for programs you do not use. One other thing here is, if programs or software that you do not use are left installed on your PC, they can conflict with programs you do use. This is more common than you might think. So removing programs and software that you do not use is one of the best things you can do for your PC in terms of efficiency and reliability. So uninstalling programs. This is going to be different for everyone's PC. So if you're not sure if you can remove a program or not, either drop me an email, and the email address is info@computerhelpmadeeasy.com, or another easy way to check is to do a search on the web for that program or software that you are thinking of removing, and you will find out if you can remove it or not. So type into your web browser "can" and then the name of the program to be removed from my computer safely, or type in what is then the name of the software program and can it be uninstalled, and you will get the info you need, or at least some description of what it is used for and is it okay to uninstall it. Now, as I said, if you are still unsure, drop me an email and I will be able to tell you if it can be uninstalled or not. I will give you some pointers as to what programs or software can and cannot be removed from your PC. Let's start with the desktop icons and see if there's any programs that you could remove there. There are three ways of uninstalling programs from your PC, and they are: download a removal tool for that program that you want to remove, and the second one is by going to all programs, click on the program that you want to uninstall, and you will find an uninstall tool that you can use to uninstall that program. And the third method is by going to Programs and Features and uninstall the program there. The reason you need to know each of the three methods is because programs are designed in different ways, and so is their method of uninstalling their program going to be different. And this is why you need to know all three methods of uninstalling programs. The first thing you have to do is identify what program you want to uninstall, and then check to make sure that you do not use that program. And the last thing you have to do is check to make sure, and most importantly, is it a standalone program, or is it being utilized by your Windows system or another program on your system that you do use. Sounds confusing, but it's just a simple check. So let's go and check for programs we want to uninstall. Now, before we start, an important note: some programs have just one method of uninstalling, and other programs have two separate paths to uninstalling that program. And there are some that you can use all three methods. You will only need the download method if you can't find a uninstall method on your PC. A good example of this are some antivirus programs, browsers, and registry cleaners, but these days they are rare. Another reason for downloading a removal tool would be if you tried to uninstall a program and it did not uninstall properly, and you're left with no option but to go out onto the internet and download a removal tool for that program. So what you would do in this case is type into your browser the name of the program that you can't remove and type in removal tool after the name, and you will find a removal tool for that program, and they are usually found on that program's website, if of course they are a legit company and they care for their customers. Another thing here is when you do a search and you find no removal tool, you will find instructions on how to uninstall the program at the very least. Enough about that. If you can't find a removal tool, drop me an email and I will find one for you. Programs you want to uninstall are going to be different for everyone's PC, so I'm going to give you a general guide for the method I use to uninstall programs on my PC. I start at my desktop and see is there anything that I don't need, and then I check is it used in conjunction with any other program on my PC, and then I make sure that it is a standalone program, and if it is and I don't use it, then I uninstall it. Let's begin.